Here's a truth that might surprise you. What if your lack of motivation isn't actually your fault? We're often told that success is all about willpower, discipline, and pushing through, but the real story is much deeper. Your struggle with willpower isn't about motivation or discipline. It's not that you're lazy or uncommitted. In fact, most people who feel stuck are actually trying incredibly hard, but they're fighting an invisible battle. Most people who can't stick to their goals don't lack desire. They lack quality sleep. When you're tired, your brain simply can't function at its best, no matter how much you want to succeed. We blame ourselves for giving in, but neuroscience shows it's a biological issue, not a personal failing. Your brain's ability to make good decisions and resist temptation is directly tied to how rested you are. Think back to your most productive days. Chances are you slept well the night before. That energy and focus didn't come from nowhere. It was built while you slept. Poor sleep sabotages your self-control. Not because you're weak, but because your brain's resources are depleted. When you're running on empty, even simple tasks feel overwhelming. Modern life, late-night screens, caffeine, and artificial light wages war on your sleep, and your willpower is the first casualty. We're surrounded by habits and technology that make it harder to rest. This isn't about being lazy. It's about your brain's biology. Science shows that sleep deprivation impairs the very parts of your brain responsible for self-control and focus. Willpower is a function of your brain, not a character trait. It's a resource that gets drained, especially when you're tired or stressed. If you want to perform at your best, you need to fix your sleep first. Prioritizing rest is the most powerful step you can take for your goals. Forget motivational slogans. Focus on the science. Real change starts with understanding how your brain and body work together. Your journey to real self-control starts in your bedroom, not the gym. Creating a restful environment is the first step to unlocking your potential. See sleep as the foundation for every other goal. When you build on a strong base, everything else becomes easier. When you optimize sleep, you unlock your true potential. Suddenly, focus, energy, and motivation come naturally. Let's dive into how this works and discover how better sleep can transform your life from the inside out. The prefrontal cortex, your brain's CEO, controls planning, impulse control, and decision-making. Sleep is what recharges this CEO. After a good night's sleep, your brain is ready for anything. But with poor sleep, your prefrontal cortex is running on empty and your emotional brain takes over. That's why you're more likely to make bad choices or lose your temper after a rough night. Brain scans confirm sleep deprivation shuts down your rational brain and amps up your impulses. Prioritizing sleep is the most effective way to boost your willpower and self-control. Next, let's see how sleep cycles play a role. Sleep happens in 90-minute cycles: light, deep, and REM sleep. REM sleep is when your brain repairs itself, processes emotions, and strengthens your self-control circuits. It's like a nightly tune-up for your brain's CEO. Without enough REM, your decision-making and emotional resilience suffer. Waking up mid-cycle leaves you groggy and unfocused. The goal isn't just more sleep, but complete cycles, especially REM. That's why timing your sleep matters as much as duration. The 90-minute sleep hack is about letting your brain finish its work. Let's see what the science says about the impact. Research shows that getting full REM cycles can boost your decision-making accuracy by up to 40%. Well-rested people make better choices, solve problems faster, and resist temptations more easily. Sleep deprivation does the opposite. It makes you impulsive and short-sighted. The difference between a good and bad decision often comes down to how well you slept. This is why the 90-minute sleep cycle isn't just about feeling rested. It's about upgrading your brain's performance. If you want to break the cycle of self-sabotage, start by protecting your REM sleep. The science is clear. Better sleep equals better decisions. Now here's how to put this into practice. Ready to transform your sleep starting tonight? Here's how to use the 90-minute sleep cycle for better rest and more energy tomorrow. First, plan your sleep in 90-minute blocks. These are the natural cycles your brain moves through during the night. Aim for 6, 7.5, or 9 hours of sleep, rather than just picking a random bedtime. Work backwards from your desired wake-up time to figure out when you need to be asleep. This helps you avoid waking up groggy in the middle of a cycle. Don't forget to add about 15 minutes to your schedule to give yourself time to actually fall asleep. This buffer is important for winding down. For example, if you need to wake up at 6:30 a.m. and want 7.5 hours of sleep, Plan to be asleep by 11 p.m. That means lights out by 10:45, so you have time to relax and drift off. Consistency is key. Try to stick to your schedule every night, but don't stress if you miss it by a few minutes. Progress is more important than perfection. Commit to this routine for 1 week. Pick your wake-up time, calculate your bedtime, and do your best to stick to it, even on weekends if possible. As you follow this plan, pay attention to how your energy, mood, and willpower improve each day. You might notice you wake up feeling more refreshed and ready to take on the day. Remember, this isn't a magic fix, but it's a powerful tool for real, lasting change in your sleep and your life. Give your brain the deep, restorative rest it needs to perform at its best, mentally and physically. Track your results in a journal or with a sleep app, and adjust your schedule as needed to find what works best for you. Now let's talk about how to make this new sleep cycle a lasting habit that supports your goals every day. Sleep isn't wasted time. It's your most powerful tool for success. Every night, your body and mind recharge, preparing you for the challenges ahead. Think of sleep as the foundation for everything you want to achieve, from your career to your relationships and your health. The quality of your decisions, health, and focus all start with the quality of your sleep. When you're well rested, you think more clearly, move with more energy, and handle stress with greater ease. It's the secret edge that top performers rely on, whether they're in the boardroom, on the track, or in the classroom. The 90-minute cycle hack is a science-backed way to work with your biology, not against it. By timing your sleep to end at the close of a cycle, you wake up feeling refreshed instead of groggy. It's a simple shift that can make a huge difference in your mornings. When you wake up at the end of a cycle, your brain is fully charged and ready to win the day. You'll notice more motivation, sharper focus, and a positive mood that lasts. True discipline isn't about willpower alone. It's about a well-rested brain. When you're rested, self-control feels natural, not forced. You're able to stick to your goals and routines with less effort. Take the 7-day challenge. Prioritize sleep, set your cycles, and see the difference. Track your progress, and notice how your energy, mood, and productivity improve each day. Notice how much easier it is to make good choices and resist temptation. With better sleep, your cravings fade, and your self-control grows stronger. This is your chance to unlock the willpower you've always had. Imagine what you could accomplish if you started every day at your best. Every night you choose, fight your biology, or work with it. The decision you make before bed shapes your entire tomorrow. Win your sleep, and you'll win your day and your goals. The path to success starts the night before, not just when your alarm rings. Now, go use this secret weapon. Make sleep your ally, and watch your mornings and your life transform.